What does it mean to live with Sturge-Weber syndrome, not just as a diagnosis, but through every stage of life?
Diagnosis was scary at first for me.
They told me don't expect her to walk, don't expect her to talk, don't expect her to have a very good life.
Thousands of babies are born with Sturge-Weber syndrome every year worldwide.
You're always braced for somebody saying something really rude or mean. You're just always braced for it.
With your help, none of them have to face it alone.
I am Justin, Brielle's dad.
I'm Brielle.
I'm Heather, Brielle's mom.
Brielle is 10 years old. She's a very active little girl, plays very hard and wants to be the best at everything.
I am Erik Bruun. I was born in Copenhagen, Denmark. My father was training to be a neurologist. He was aware right away, because of the red skin, there was something amiss. I don't know when exactly they figured it out it was Sturge-Weber, but I think pretty quickly.
Brielle was born. We were home maybe 10 minutes when we got a phone call from our daughter. We needed to get back to the hospital, that there was something wrong. There was a chance it was this rare disease called Sturge-Weber syndrome, and that she probably wouldn't survive the night or have a long life, to not get too close.
It was tough to swallow at first because obviously he's a doctor, so I'm going to believe it at first.
Right.
So on the internet, you're going to find false information, which is what we first found.
As new moms, especially with her being our first, it's scary.
The initial hypothesis back then was my mother took a pill called thalidomide to help mothers go through morning sickness, and it had tragic consequences, really severe disabilities. According to my father, I was a thalidomide baby. Turned out that was completely wrong, but it was part of the story growing up. The amount of knowledge about it was very primitive.
Scariest part, the not knowing.
Yeah, the unknown.
Seeing the doctors not be able to help her right away.
Kind of fight or flight mode in a way too, where you're always worried.
Don't ask, don't tell was the guiding principle of my life for the first 40 years or so. And I think that was a function of my parents' response to my having this. My mother, it was denial. There's nothing wrong with me. It doesn't exist. And my father, it was a source of a lot of guilt and embarrassment and self-blame and blaming. A lot of that guilt was dumped on me.
At 3 months, she had her first set of seizures. We knew that there was a possibility of needing surgery. And then they say, well, we're going to disconnect the left side of her brain. What do you mean, is she not going to be herself anymore? And the doctor's like, no, she should be fine. She'll have a little limp on her right side. Other than that, she should be okay where she is now. Brielle's amazed our family in so many different ways. Right now at school, she's playing soccer on the field with her classmates, Special Olympics, softball, basketball.
Chorus on Friday.
Saturday sports, Sundays sports.
Nothing's holding her back. So in all, I would say the most amazing thing about Brielle is that she's amazing in everything.
I think, this is my own hypothesis, that the first thing someone thinks when they see me is there's something wrong with me. And so my first task is to show there's nothing wrong with me. I mean, there's a curiosity about it that I welcome at this point. It took a long time to get to this place.
Our hope for Brielle's future is every parent's and grandparent's hope, to have the best future she could have. College, great job, great family.
Today, I'm 63 years old, hard to believe. I have 3 children. I live on my own in Great Barrington. Came here as a reporter for the local newspaper. I then started a weekly newspaper. We sold that, got involved in international finance, got involved in the local ice cream company, yada, yada, yada. 10 years later, I own it.
I think she has a super bright future ahead of her. I can't wait to see what you become and what you choose to do.
We want to partner with all types of organizations that believe in the essence of who these kids are.
I encountered the Sturge-Weber Foundation in 2003, 2004. My knowledge of Sturge-Weber was so bad at that time, I didn't know how to spell it.
My mother-in-law had the packet from the foundation when we got home from the hospital and said, I think you guys should read it.
It's the most accurate information. There's phone numbers, local clinics. We found Dr. Pinto through, of course, the Sturge-Weber Foundation's page. She is the neurologist at Boston Children's. She is awesome.
I went to an event in Boston. The conference began, and it was It was earth-shaking. I was greeted by people whose symptoms were much more profound than mine. Dr. Loeb was there and Dr. Pinto, and I remember my therapist said, "You're going to meet your people or your tribe." And I was like, I don't think so. I don't think so. But there I was in my tribe.
When we first meet other families from Sturge-Weber,
You just want to hug them, and you walk in the same shoes. So when we go to these conferences, it's like we just know everybody. We were welcomed with open arms.
very emotional. Finally seeing people that
Meeting
knew
this-
what we
Right.
were going through.
If it wasn't for the Sturge-Weber Foundation, I would still be incredibly alone with this condition. I would not know that there was a community, there were people who cared. The medical knowledge of it would be as primitive as it was when I was born in the Flintstone era. We would not know there are a lot of people who have this condition and who face it heroically.
The support that they gave us, talking with us for hours on the phone,
Oh, yeah.
they gave us the ability to rise to the occasion of Sturge-Weber.
The Sturge-Weber Foundation is expanding access to life-changing specialists, connecting families across the globe, and funding research that's opening new doors, so the next generation doesn't face the same uncertainties.
To help her with her seizures. At first it was Keppra, Trileptal. Then there was Onfi, and there's laser treatments. There's glaucoma specialist, endocrinologist. There's a whole wide spread of everything you would need.
They move forward every year, studies and research to advance the knowledge and understanding of it. My father was not just a neurologist, he was a neurologist at Columbia Presbyterian, one of the most prestigious hospitals in the world. He thought it was caused by a pill my mother took. That was his understanding of it. Because of the focused energy that's been placed on the research, the knowledge is so precise they know exactly what gene goes amiss. And there's a whole community of physicians, like some of the smartest people in the world, who were devoting their lives to try to understand what Sturge-Weber is, something that I thought nobody even knew about. You know, makes you feel a little special.
I'm very happy that we received funding to initiate this work in our lab, and we're here to stay.
We've been studying vascular development in my lab for 20 years. We get to interact with other researchers. We want to understand how the mutation that's associated with Sturge-Weber has a detrimental effect on vascular development.
I know there's a laser treatment that they're working on that won't be so painful.
Aggressive.
We can't do it alone. To reach more families, drive critical research, and keep this lifeline alive, we need your help.
If you wanted to donate to the Sturge-Weber Foundation, I'd say it'd be money well spent.
They need help. These parents all around the world.
It's just important for families to know that there are other people out there and it's gonna be okay.
I would love to see this stuff, the community building elements of it. It just means we know we're not alone. And that is something that is, from my experience, extremely welcome and important, because you do feel alone.
Without ongoing support, funding, and treatment development, progress can stall.
Our family,
Needs each other to get through. Something like Sturge-Weber, you need your whole village, so to speak.
it does take the entire family and our outside and extended family, such as the Sturge-Weber Foundation.
Brielle's very outgoing, adventurous. She's inspirational, resilient.
It's changed us to know things will be okay.
I definitely would say we find strength within each other.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If I could have had the laser treatments they have available now, would I have wanted it? My answer, unbelievably, is no. This is part of who I am, and I'm proud of who I am. I would not have wished it upon myself, but now that I've got it, I can't imagine me being myself without it.